Raidher made a statement that was posted on several outlets where he essentially said he posted views from his beautiful house and he said, like, I'm balling, I'm killing the game, and No Jumper employees are broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are all living in apartments. You all live in apartments, y'all are broke. And
nobody gives a fuck about hearing him brag about having money.
Well,
and I don't live in an apartment, but
yeah, I know you don't live in an apartment.
I'm not tripping.
There's various No Jumper employees.
But motherfuckers live in apartments. It's LA.
You know how much I wish I lived in an apartment?
Me too. It's less. What?
Well,
If me and baby girl split up, I'm getting myself a nice little apartment spot. There's so much less shit to deal with. I mean, it's nice having a yard, but besides
you
that,
gotta clean that motherfucker up, though.
yeah, what the fuck? I don't need all this space. Yeah, what am I getting? The tiniest house ever? Like, I don't want a big fucking mansion that I'm only gonna be in like 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Anyway, that being said, I'd love to have an apartment again.
Yeah, for sure.
and I'll say this. So
that's what I told my girl.
My apartment, which I'm really happy about, is the first apartment I've been able to have for a few years. Because your boy, I'd be up as hell and then I'd be down, and I kind of hit a dark spot. And when I got that call from you in April, you feel me, and you were like, "Hey, you want to are you down to hop back on the No Jumper show?" And at that point,
Big Bell.
What's up, Veliano?
You live in Vel.
Homeless K.
OG Velicide in the building.
Big Bell. Come on, man, that's a real one.
Gang. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, Sersky. Yeah, Sersky.
Yeah.
With that being said, so like when I got that call from you, I was living out of the Airbnb. I was in between living situations. My girl, like, trying to take care of her. You feel me? We got our little cat. I'm like, damn, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And that call came as such a blessing. You know what I mean? Because not only did that mean that I was going to have more steady income, but it also meant that I was going to be put in a position to provide a lot more income for myself and for my family as well. And I'm grateful that I love my apartment, my 1-bedroom apartment, that I'm super proud of.
You don't got kids.
What else do you need? Yeah, you don't got kids. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, you don't need that.
Well, to be technical, is Marble the cat's apartment. We just live in there, you feel me? But with that being said, I invited Raidher to my home. I've never been to your mansion. I was never invited to your mansion. You were invited to my 1-bedroom apartment that me and my girl had. My girl cooked dinner for all of us. You feel me? She made salmon. Nobody wanted to eat. It was delicious salmon. You feel me?
Nobody wanted to eat it.
Hey, because maybe he was doing whatever he was doing. He wasn't hungry. I don't know.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not look, I still consider Raidher a friend. And I actually really care about him, and I know at his core he's not a bad person at all. But for him to insinuate any negativity about me, to talk about my family, my finances, when all I've ever done is open my heart to you, and when there's so many times where it was where rocking with you was not the cool thing to do and put my job at risk, I still did it. You know what I mean? And I still went out on a limb. Guess what, fool? He also insinuated about loaning former co-host money. I'm gonna make that clear. That wasn't me, because he ain't never given me $1. Matter of fact, Adam, who got significantly more money, not to pocket watch, have I ever asked you for $1? Have I ever asked to borrow money?
No.
From nobody in this No Jumper universe can say that Lush ever asked for $1 from them.
Fake narrative.
You feel me?
For sure.
I have an observation.
I don't think you gave money to anybody.
Your girlfriend smokes more cigarettes than you.
That's very disrespectful.
She does, though, totally. I've seen her firing them up before you would fire them up.
That's social anxiety, because she meeting you homies for the first time and all that.
Yeah, and also,
it didn't feel like the first time.
Yeah, exactly. You were
when she walked in the room, she immediately started telling me that my verse was pretty good, and I was kind of like, oh, hell no. This is going to cause a fight back at home.
Why?
Because she was complimenting my rapping, and I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like you might not. Publicly, you might be cool with that.
Threatens my masculinity.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, bro. I was like, yeah, bro. We in love as fuck, fool. She ain't gonna. Your bars might have been cold, but they're not cold to snatch the pussy from me, fool. I don't know what you think this is, but
no. But when she said that, I didn't even look. I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't want to look over it. I didn't want to make it weird. I didn't want you to be secretly seething over
weird.
there.
What the fuck? Nah, look. My girl cool as hell, and she's a very she a rapper too. She an artist too. So she She appreciates that. But regardless, like, all we ever did, I looked out for Compa, mind, body, soul, and preemptive pause semen. Try to hook him up with 2 bitches that anybody in this office would gladly knock down, I guarantee you feel me? And so I done nothing but try to help this dude.
Right.
Put him in good position. Take up for him. Adam, how many times were you like, I don't know about that fool? And I was like, nah, Compa's cool. Give him a chance.
Yeah, you were the reason why I fucking even knew at all.
So to act like, and you know what?
Or why I even took him serious at all, basically, is what I should be saying.
And I said nothing bad about bro, even after he went bad and went rogue and started talking bad about Adam. I still was like, I'm not going to talk bad about you, fool, but just like, please stop. Like, this is not like our agreed upon execution of maneuvers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, what is you doing, bro?
You making it hard to fuck with you.
If this was a skit, you feel me? Like, we already in prison. Like, you feel me?
For sure.
And then like, of course, you talking bad about Adam. I'm not gonna take your side in that. You feel me? I'm sorry, my boy. Like, especially after the 6 times I've already gone out on a limb, privately and publicly, for you.
Well, wasn't it like you guys got this like deal together, and then all of a sudden that's when he chose to like go on a bender, start talking shit? Like it was basically like something real good happened to you guys, and then he immediately like pivots it into acting like a fool.
And let me clarify that.
Not
as
a
well.
fool, but a fool.
And let me clarify that. I got a deal. You feel me? I got a deal, and I was trying to include him in the situation. I was trying to demonstrate value. You know what's funny about the whole money thing? And like, he talking about he's so up. He got shit. I'm check to check with it. I'm still getting myself back up. I'm finna be up. You see me, like, you see the moves I'm making. I'm going up, baby. And when I'm up is skyward bound. With that being said, I really needed money when you gave me that phone call. You feel me? Like, when you hit me up, I was like trying to move into that apartment, and I didn't have the deposit or nothing. I needed 5 bands. Raiders hit me every day like, "What's up, fool? Let's pod together. Let's pod." I didn't ask him for shit, but I could have used it. It would have been great. But I got that together my motherfucking self. Paid my bills. In fact, No Jumper helped me. You feel me? And so check that out, fool.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, Compa never in any way really like proved that he was a draw. You know, and I still think that's true. Like, he fucking did Icon's podcast like a couple of days ago, and I went and checked and had like 5,000 views. So it's like, he's definitely not in a position to be like, you know, demanding that we have him on the podcast, as if he's like bringing so much to the table. As we never heard him have a coherent conversation, and the number of people who are really like fans of him was relatively small.
I think
Let's be real.
And you know what? And I'll say what I always say when this gets brought up. He has a great personality. He's a really like charismatic dude, and he has a lot of traits that could be positive
For like
in the
skits
realm.
and stuff.
Yeah, but on a podcast,
Yeah, like
it's kind of different, right?
Yeah. He's like, if he does like a skit or some shit like that, he'll be good.
Yeah, no, but like ultimately at the end of the day, I feel what y'all saying. It's just so funny that, and he would even go as far as to be on his live talking about Lush does more drugs than me. Like what kind of like, bro? Like, why would you even insinuate something like that? It's true, by the way. You know what I mean? But you would never know based on our behavior. You would never know based on our behavior.
I didn't know that. Yeah. You'd be walking around looking like relatively normal. He looks like a fucking J-Cat. Yeah.
And look, so at the end of the day, I didn't say any of this to disrespect. I just wanted to clarify the claims that were made and the gratitude I have, you know, as a believer, as a man of God, you feel me, for putting me in that position. And you feel me, and shouts to the homies for believing in me. When Adam had to believe in me at that time, you feel me? He shot me the alley-oop, and guess what? A player... Shit, I heard No Jumper just got ranked number 49 on the top list of podcasts in the world.
In the world.
In the wizard.
That's why I mean, you know, I realize how it is. Like there's a huge difference. I'm gonna be real. Like, fucking, there's so many people that try to compare us to ourselves that we probably should not even spend time acknowledging. Now, of course, with the cipher coming, that seems fairly unlikely. It's not like we took aim at a lot of like big dogs. It's like, you know, for the most part, we're kind of like firing shots at a bunch of people that realistically don't really deserve our attention. And that's even more true if you consider Flacco's verse, where he was naming tons of people I don't even know who they were. Yeah. So, but we're definitely gonna light the YouTube ecosystem on fire tomorrow.
Flacco went on a Clubhouse run.
Literally.
Yeah.
I feel like as of tomorrow, I think it might actually be dropping tomorrow. I think that as of tomorrow, we're going to change the podcast content creator landscape in LA, because there's going to be so many people that are going to want to respond in song that I think everybody's going to fucking fall in line. And like, once again, because that's the crazy thing about us, is that the interviews combined with this shit, like, we spark the discussion that rules all the other podcasts so often. Like, and I'm not even talking about like ops and shit. I'm just talking about everybody in this whole fucking state in terms of podcasts in general. Like, we just like create the fucking narrative out of thin air constantly.